From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
Ants Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Not a bad day to be out on the coast today. Look at this. I mean, this is looking beautiful. Just a couple of clouds out there. You've got the sunshine, so we did get to see some sunshine for our neighbors on the coast out there today. We take you out to Crescent City and got to see some breaks in the clouds throughout the day today as well. Just a gorgeous sight out looking over the Pacific Ocean. Now, we take you out to the valley, and there was some clearing out there, but for the most part, it was overcast skies, but just didn't really see much in the way of rain throughout the day today. But we're going to continue to see off and on showers through Saturday. And by the way, starting Friday and even into Saturday, we're talking about the potential for thunderstorms in the forecast as well. But then Sunday, going through next week, looks to be dry and mild. So here's the big picture. You see this big swirling area of low pressure. This is really what's been giving us the cooler temperatures, the clouds, and of course some of the rain that we've seen over the last couple of days. This low pressure system is going to sit and spin here and has been sitting and spin here, just kind of wobbling around out over the Pacific. But what you'll notice here is we're beginning to see this flow. You see how it's kind of a northward pointing flow, but now we're seeing that flow kind of tilt a little bit. So what that means is we're going to start to see a disturbance kind of break off from that, and really this disturbance kind of push up northward. And that's going to bring us some rain coming in later this evening, tonight, and even into early tomorrow morning. So there's the area of low pressure. Again, there's that tilt. So this is all kind of moving like this. So this right here is rain, and that'll be moving in here later on tonight. So again, there's that rain. There it is moving in tonight. This low pressure system actually starts to move a little bit to the south and west for your Thursday. With that flow could bring some activity here for parts of, say, Plumas County, some of the eastern mountains, and we're also seeing the potential kind of on the west as well, probably close to, say, southern Humboldt County. But really, overall, Thursday is not looking all that wet. But as this storm system begins to push closer to us, now we're talking about the potential for thunderstorms on Friday, Friday night, and Saturday morning, and then Saturday evening, it starts to dry out. And look at this as we go through next week. You see this ridge of high pressure. Now that will eventually weaken, but I do expect dry conditions through all of next week. Here's next Thursday. This is Thanksgiving Day that we're looking at. The main thing that we'll have to watch is the potential for maybe some gusty winds. And if you are heading northward, there may be a little bit of snow out towards northern Oregon and parts of Washington as well. But if you're heading down to Southern California, you're in pretty good shape there as well. And looks like that'll be the case going into your Friday and most likely even into the weekend after Thanksgiving. All right, so here is Futurecast. Now let's just get you through the next couple of days now. Okay, so we looked at the long-range forecast model and kind of the overall broad picture. Now I want to kind of just fine-tune things and kind of walk you through the timing of when we expect the rain through Friday, actually. All right, so here we are today at 6 p.m., rain to the south, pushing northward. So 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight, we're beginning to see that rain kind of make its way into the valley, some heavier rainfall to the south and east. Now, could you hear some rumbles of thunder in this area? Not out of the question. Then as it moves northward, it starts to weaken a little bit, but still some showers, even for parts of the valley at midnight tonight, making its way into parts of Siskiyou County, Modoc County, seeing some of that activity as well. Then it starts to dry out. Here's Thursday, tomorrow morning. Now notice again, I was talking about Plumas County possibly seeing a little bit of activity here as we go into the noon hour on Thursday, and some of that could make its way into parts of Butte County, Chico, Oroville, not out of the question. And you can see a little bit of activity kind of popping up in southern Humboldt County. This is 5 p.m. on Thursday, but again, mainly to the south and east. So eastern Tehama County, parts of Butte County, and not to mention Plumas County. But overall, Thursday does not look very wet. Most of us will be looking at dry conditions for Thursday. Now, as we go into Friday morning, we're starting off with dry conditions, just some clouds out there, even some clearing. But watch what begins to happen as we take you into the early afternoon hours. We're beginning to see from south working its way northward, thunderstorms beginning to develop here in the early afternoon hours on Friday. That will begin to pick up in intensity as we go into the evening. So we're seeing showers and thunderstorms really isolated across the board. The coast, mountains, inland, and not to mention the valley, see the potential for that thunderstorm activity. And then it looks like another swath of moisture coming in could bring us more heavy rainfall at times, possibly going into Friday night. And that'll probably linger on into Saturday morning, even into the noon hour. But I'm expecting late in the day on Saturday for things to begin to start to dry out, and we'll keep it that way going into Sunday. Looking at the forecast rainfall totals, it just gets trickier and trickier, right? Because if you watched the noon hour, if you watched the early morning hour, these were much lower levels as far as the overall forecast totals. However, if the thunderstorm should develop and you get caught under a thunderstorm, yeah, it's not out of the question to see over 1/4 inch, maybe even over that as we go into Friday and even into Saturday morning as well. All right, so let's take a look at your wave heights, and you can see, of course, those wave heights really not changing much as we go into your Thursday. So what you experience today is probably what you're going to experience here for tomorrow. Northeast winds at 5 to 10 knots. Waves tomorrow will be from the northwest at 4 feet at 10 seconds and from the northwest at 2 feet at 14 seconds. And there will be that chance of showers here throughout the day tomorrow. Tonight, we do have the rain kind of kicking in and it's kind of moving its way southward, northward. By tomorrow morning, though, it should be dry. Now, I got the mostly cloudy skies for everyone, mainly dry. But as I mentioned, mainly Plumas County, parts of Butte County, maybe seeing some showers here through the day on Thursday, and maybe some activity in southern Humboldt County. But otherwise, I think it's going to be mostly dry through your Thursday. But when we look at your 7-day outlook, it's a bit of a different story. Everyone has a chance for showers and thunderstorms for both Friday and Saturday. Doesn't matter where you are, that's going to be the case here. But as we go into tomorrow, I think Mount Shasta, Alturas, you'll be dry tomorrow. But we could see some activity in Susanville. But Susanville, quite honestly, might even be a little pushing it as well. It may be mainly to the south of Susanville and then drying out for Sunday into next week. Your 7-day outlook for the valley, I expect dry conditions for Redding and Red Bluff all day tomorrow. As we go into Chico, though, you may see a chance, especially in the morning hours. There's that chance with showers and thunderstorms Friday, Saturday, drying out Sunday through Wednesday, really through all of next week. Your 7-day outlook for the coast, we could see, especially down into, say, central Humboldt County southward, a chance for some showers here. Otherwise, I do expect dry conditions for everyone else, especially as you start heading into the northern portions of Humboldt and Delnor County, probably dry there. And then for Weaverville and Trinity County in general, looking at dry conditions as well. Showers, thunderstorms Friday, Saturday, drying out Sunday, Monday, all the way through most likely the end of next week.